Hey, it's Katie with Katie Kaiser Coaching, and I built out this cheat sheet for you so that you could figure out how to lose weight and keep it off forever. And I titled this cheat sheet, How to Eat for Your Body Type. We're all built differently. We all have a different makeup. We have different bone structure. We have a different way that we carry weight. We have a different way that we lose weight and a rate that we lose fat and a rate that we build muscle. And it's different for every single person. So I built out this cheat sheet so that you could find out exactly what is your body type and then find out what that exact nutrition strategy is for your body type so that you can make sure that you can lose that weight and keep it off forever. If you don't know who I am and you've never seen a training from me, I am Katie Kaiser, and I lost 70 pounds and I've kept it off for the last 5 years. And my heart is that you get out of the same place that I was once stuck in. I know that that road feels really rocky. I know how defeating and depressing it is. I know how frustrating it is to put on clothes and know that they just are not fitting the way that maybe they used to. And it's not for lack of effort. You're trying everything, but for some reason, you can't seem to lose that weight. And when you do, it comes right back on. It's this one step forward, two steps backwards every single time. And I know exactly what that feels like. I lived that life of yo-yo dieting 10 years ago. And then I had a really unhealthy pregnancy where I lived the philosophy of you can eat whatever you want. And I hit a brick wall when I gave birth. I was 188 pounds at 5'2". And it felt really emotionally and physically exhausting and draining and defeating. And I want you to not have to live like I did. And my goal is for you to not make the same mistakes that I did and to be able to actually lose this weight and keep it off forever. And that is why I did create the metabolic RER method, which is the exact method that I use to lose the weight. We go through a 4-step process and teach you exactly what are those steps that you need to do to rejuvenate your metabolism. Now, with that being said, there is an overarching theme of how to eat for your body type. Okay, so we'll just go through this so that I can teach you exactly everything that I know. I want you to take this body type quiz. You're going to go through here. You're going to circle A, B, C. You can just take a sheet of paper, write it down next to you, and go through and just fill this out. I'll just go through it with you right now. Your frame is either thin and narrow, or you're rounder with a wider frame, or you're more muscular, compact, and athletic. You find it either A, harder to put on muscle or gain weight. You find it, or B, harder to lose body fat, or C, you easily put on muscle and you easily lose body fat. Your limbs, your extremities, arms, legs, they're thin and long, or you have a large bone structure, or you have visible muscle. Your jeans either fit loosely around the hips and you have trouble filling them out with your booty. You either have difficulty fitting into your jeans that you want to wear, or they're snug but not too tight around your hips and your glutes. Your metabolism is fast. You have an increased caloric burn. You're always hot. You struggle to gain weight. Or it's slow. You have ongoing fatigue, you have headaches, weight gain, constipation, low energy. Or C, it's average to fast. You burn calories easily and you gain muscle or burn fat easily. Your sleep, you have insomnia, or you have a harder time waking up and always exhausted despite how many hours you have. And this last one down here says that you sleep easily throughout the night. You may fall into category of A and B right here, but which one do you most align with? Just try and click through. Your body type, if you had mostly A's, you're most like an ectomorph. You have a thin and slender appearance and you may describe yourself as skinny fat. You're small chested, you have thin bones and small joints, you're hyperactive, you gain both weight and muscle with great difficulty, and you lose muscle easily. Mostly B's on the quiz, you're more like an endomorph, soft, round body, short, stocky limbs. You would classify yourself as big boned. You have slow metabolism, lack of muscle definition, and you lose fat with difficulty. You gain fat and muscle at an average rate. You also have a large appetite. Mostly C's, you're most like a mesomorph. You have an athletic body, you gain muscle and fat easily, but you also lose both easily. You have defined muscle, small waist and larger booty. Your shoulders are slightly wider than your hips, and you gain strength easily. Now, you may look at this and say, you know what, the quiz told me that I'm one of these, but I don't feel like that's always how I've been. And that is definitely true. When you have weight to lose, your body type is probably more so like an endomorph. If you filled this out and you had mostly Bs, and you're like, but that's not how I remember myself in my 20s. Gosh, like what happened? Your body is masquerading as an endomorph when your baseline might be more like an ectomorph or a mesomorph. An endomorph is someone that has a lot of weight to lose. They find it harder to lose weight despite everything that they're doing. And that slow metabolism is the thing that slows down their weight loss every single time. So while you're mostly Bs, right now, your body may naturally be more mesomorph or more ectomorph. We just have to get you back to that place that you are. You also may naturally be an endomorph, but that is not a sentence for failure in the world of weight loss. Even if you are naturally an endomorph, you can lose weight and you can keep it off forever. And it's totally possible. You just have got to rejuvenate your metabolism. So taking into consideration all of these, pick the one that you primarily reside in right now, and you may have a subcategory of another one, but take the one that you are primarily. We're going to go to the next page, and then this is your cheat sheet for how to eat for your body type so that you can lose weight and keep it off forever. Now, you need to have some sort of sense of macros, and I'll give you a short spiel right now, but we've got proteins, fats, and carbs. Every single food is made up of those macronutrients. Then we've got micronutrients as well, but we're going to focus on macronutrients right now. You've got 25% protein, 55% carb, and 25% fat for your diet for an ectomorph. Your goal would be to build muscle. You need to eat higher carb. There we go. Sorry, I had a pause right there. You need to eat higher carb and lower fat in order to build muscle as an ectomorph. If you've watched any of my other trainings, protein needs to make it to your bloodstream somehow in order to build that muscle that gets you that lean and toned look that you want. In order to get that protein to your bloodstream, your carbs are the thing that gets it there. Think of carbs as a little car that's driving down the street. The protein hops into the carb car. The carb car transports those proteins to the bloodstream in order to build muscle. So your goal is to build muscle as an ectomorph. You're that lean, slender frame. You might classify yourself as skinny fat. Now we need to be building muscles, stop the endless hours of cardio, lift heavier weights, and eat with this percentage of macros. You can do that by going into MyFitnessPal and setting your goals at this percentage. All right, endomorph. Your goal is to lose body fat, and you want to be able to keep it off as well. Your goals here are 35% of your diet every day is protein, 25% of your diet every day is carbs, and 40% of your diet every day is fats. You're on a lower carb, not low carb. Do not do keto. That was meant for epilepsy in the very beginning of this diet being created. Lower carb, not in the world of keto, is going to aid in that body fat that we're trying to lose while also building that muscle. Now you're on a lower carb, higher fat diet here in order to lose that body fat. You need that low carb, you need that high fat in order to burn fat, use it as energy, be able to keep that body fat off forever. You can't just be starving yourself on restrictive dieting and expect to keep it off, because you will gain it right back. So you do need to be eating this macro split for endomorph. A mesomorph, your goal would be to replace body fat with muscle. This is someone who really just wants to be lean and toned. You have that muscular build already. You're trying to figure out, how do I get fitting back into my pants without this belly fat, without this saddlebag, maybe hips, and you just want to feel really good in your skin. You want to put on a tank top and just feel those nice toned, lean arms. This mesomorph needs to eat 30% protein, 40% carb, and 30% fat as their diet every day. And this is more of a moderately balanced diet. So if you're going to MyFitnessPal and you're putting these percentages in, you're going to hit it for moderate with these percentages. Now, something to know is that when you work out, the percentages are different each day than they are when you don't work out. And those are things that you need to be able to know to recreate your nutrition plan. I did do a longer nutrition training where I did a broad spectrum overview on how to put in your macros based on your workouts and when you're not working out. So if you want that, just go ahead and message us and let us know that you want that longer nutrition training on how to build out those macros based on your workouts, if that's something that you know how to do. Now, you may have heard everything that I said. You may hear I'm either an ecto, an endo, or a mesomorph, and you feel comfortable that you're one of those things. That was pretty self-explanatory. But then we go into the world of macronutrients and the percentages and the fact that you have to eat differently for workouts and the fact that you need to eat differently for non-workout days in order to actually be able to lose that weight. And you're thinking, I've been trying these things. I feel like I know a little bit about macros. I feel like I'm an endomorph. I've been trying the lower carb. I promise I'm not in keto, Katie, but I've been trying the lower carb. I've been trying the higher fat. It's not working. What is going on? I hear you loud and clear, Katie, but it's just not working. Girls, this isn't for lack of effort. You are trying. I believe that you are trying. I believe that you have every best intention to take care of this. But sometimes we need someone to come in and help us where we don't know how to help ourselves. And that's okay. That's okay to do that. So what you can do is book your free discovery call with us. All you need to do is just click this link right here, book a free discovery call with our team. We'll confirm with you after we see the booking come through, but it's a 15-minute discovery call. We're going to dive into what's not working right now, find out how to get you momentum moving forward. And if you want us to build out that exact plan for you and tell you exactly what you need to do in the world of nutrition, the world of fitness, the world of mindset, and the world of getting your body recovered, because that is the missing link. If your body's not recovered, doesn't matter what you eat, when you eat it throughout the day, you're not going to be able to lose that weight. So we build out a recovery plan for your body too. If you want us to build that out for you for completely free, we will do that. You have to take a 15-minute discovery call, phone call with us first. But we will build out that complete plan for you, and it's up to you to take action on it. As I said in the beginning of this, no one wants to live in pain. Like, I lived in that pain, but I knew I had to get out of that pain immediately. Sometimes, though, it's easier to live in pain than it is to take action, especially given things that are going on in life. Summer's really busy. It's easier to just live in pain throughout the summer than it is to take action on it. But now, if we don't do it now, when? If it's not now, when? Because it wasn't last 6 months ago. It wasn't a year ago. It wasn't 2 years ago. It wasn't 5 years ago. You haven't taken care of it yet. So if not now, when? You've got to make that decision. Do I have all the tools and the resources I need in order to implement this on my own? Or do I need maybe a little bit of support to help implement it, make sure it's customized to me, and make sure I have the support and accountability to actually put it in place? Now, you might have seen everything in this training and said, that was a ticket to my success. Those were the keys to the castle. I know exactly what I'm doing now. Thank you. I love it. I'm so glad that I could help you with that. You may have seen all this and said, I get that I'm one body type or another, but I don't know what I'm doing past that. And that's okay. That's why we're here. I don't know how to change my oil. My dad tried to teach me one time. I don't care enough to try to change my own oil. I have other things that I'm more passionate about learning, and one of them happens to be nutrition and fitness. So if you don't know where to go from here, I invite you to book a free 15-minute phone call with us. Absolutely no strings attached. You don't even have to take the phone call after that. That's also for free, where we build out the free plan for you. I just want to get you momentum. And if it takes us 15 minutes to just get you feeling some momentum, find out what's stopping you from achieving your goals, then I 100% am happy that I was able to serve you with that. So go ahead and book that phone call, or take this, run away with it, and build out your own macro plan based on what time of day you work out, when you work out, and how much food you need to eat around those workouts, as well as when you're not working out, how much food you need to eat. And I just would love to hear your journey. Share with me how this helped you. Okay,